Sweden versus Iceland. Sweden looks like a strong team. Kevster needs to pop off. Sparker's actually a really great player as well. I love him. But I want Iceland to do another upset.
Also, I feel like one thing that's happened is teams have gotten to this point. The teams have gotten a whole lot chattier. Where,
a lot of text chat.
Yeah,
Holy
I feel like
they're already on point.
Playing a little bit looser because, hey, look, the pressure off. And speaking of pressure, Kevster applying a whole lot of it from the air, coming in on the Farah. Gonna be looking here.
Oh, this is bad for Iceland. This is actually really bad. They're gonna lose right here.
Getting very, very low early, and Orion caught by Theomatic. Kevster just gotta clean up the rest from the back.
That's a really cool angle. A lot of times you see like Farahs just chill out and like hang out on the ledge over top of Village. But like coming out on the backside and being the hammer to the anvil that Theomatic was on the
that was just way too much.
Cool. Yeah, I'd also say rotation-wise, it's probably why you don't see a lot of teams go to where Iceland went there, and will usually go straight to the point because it's just dangerous, especially if the
there's no curse, chat.
The other side. But Iceland now gonna have to find a way in, and they have to run the Farah obstacle course here. Hex.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna make a switch too. Orion's gonna go.
Oh no, not Crizzy, man, not Crizzy.
Cassidy.
Oh
Cassidy
no!
It's just not worked out for teams.
Oh
regardless.
no!
Kevster does go down, but not if you're taking his pound of flesh.
Yeah, and also it's clean enough that the res is gonna be contested on top of it, and. Yeah, I mean, and again, to me, this just comes down to the Farah obstacle course, right? Where the best part about playing Farah on this stage is what Kevster gets to do right now, where Iceland just has to run and duck for cover to even contest on the point with the comp that, can't really fight the Farah as well, even with the Cassidy.
We haven't seen really good anti-Farah comps really come out. Like, your best bet is really to try to win it on the ground and try to do your best there, but so far, like, if you really want to fight the Farah, you have to run like a D.Va and a Cass at the same time and really focus it down. And then you have to deny res.
We also learned that Iceland is speaking Icelandic for their comms, which is pretty cool.
They lost Orion so early, though, that, this is Sweden's fight to lose at this point. Theomatic roll around here on the Orisa. Could use the ultimate again, but I feel like Sweden's playing this a little bit too loose here. That Orisa ultimate could have went on way earlier. Instead, Sweden ends up down a few players. Kevster back into it, finds Orion. Transcendence, or rather,
no one's looking at the horse.
Out for Iceland. And yeah, I mean, Sweden, they could have burned ults a little bit earlier there, but they felt.
You're telling me they're speaking their own language? Yeah, a lot of teams don't speak their own language.
But Futhark goes down, and
bet you didn't know that.
They get to apply pressure a little bit.
Get fucking rolled, idiot.
Still holding on to the barrage.
Cabra Kadabra, appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Barrage comes in, gets the ice block out, looking for Finzi, needs a little bit more. Theomatic got fish out, and it's not super quick, but Sweden should retake the point.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is one of the differences between, like, good teams and not so good teams, like mediocre teams. Theo should have been dead there, like, a minute ago. Theo was, like, 1v4, and they never chased them down. And so Sweden's able to bide their time, get back, and regroup, but they had the tank, like, alone and scared. They should have had Theo right there.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't chase it down, so Iceland just never has really the aggressive push that you need to do to win maps.
Ryan, come out here with the Deadeye, looking for anything. Gonna get hacked in the middle of it, and definitely pressured, nearly going down in turn. Iceland, though, prioritizing getting on the point. Very close to the recapture. Orion under pressure this time.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Comes on in, deals with Futhark. And that should be the round here for Sweden.
Yeah, Skyle picks up a two-piece at the end on the Kiriko, and easy.
It's fine, chat. It's the first
A lot
map.
of it is just, we've looked at this, and it's target calling, shot calling, like, you have to pick the tank there in that situation. They had it.
It's just the first map. It's just the first map.
I think the lack of aggression for Iceland is why you see the 1-in-5 record.
Yeah. Well, also for Iceland too, it's not just aggression. I also think that we talk about the neutral a lot when talking about Iceland, where there's a lot of matches that have been in where they simply just lose people before you even get to the real team fight stage, right? It's the point where like teams are feeling each other out. Iceland will just have people drop to the ground, and that just, you know, puts you in a perpetual situation where you're not even able to fight cleanly. They've been doing
You're
better
not getting good
regard,
5v5s. You're not getting good 5v5s with ultimates and using them the correct way. But you know, Iceland's got the Band-Aid on now. It's the Reaper. Reaper fixes a lot of issues.
Reaper fixes everything. You know, half meme, half truth. Finzi getting very low early on. Immortality field forced out.
Oh, come on, Finzi. Come on, Finzi, dude.
Now again, you have Sweden working on the 5v4 pretty early. This is where Tracer just gets to run around and do whatever they want on cleanup. Should be a quick first point capture for Sweden and Kevster. No chill. Kevster just continues to hold W.
Got to put that pressure on. Like, you know, that's the high-end Overwatch. Like, just put pressure on. As long as you're not dying and you're putting pressure on, you're making people look a different way, and then somebody else can come in for a flank.
All right, next fight underway. Sile gets caught early. Sparker, though, again, the pressure on the Finzi, unreal. Iceland is losing Finzi early.
Oh, no.
Kevster chases down Happy, says, nah, translocator, not going to save it, throws out the bomb, gets the stick, and Kevster continues to crush the back line of Iceland.
Kevster's literally fucking popping off right now, man.
The best damage line that you can have for Sweden, right? Like, Kevster, like, on Tracer is godlike. Sparker on Ashe is the best. But what it does is, like, Kevster's putting on pressure, and then people chase Kevster to try to finish off this Tracer, and they walk into Sparker's sightlines. Like, it just works so well together.
And right now, if you're Iceland, any tweak to be had right now has to be along the lines of keep Finzi alive. Don't let Finzi get bursted down early on the Ram. That has been the #1 issue for Iceland in starting these fights. And again, look at Finzi's health. Finzi going low. Krizzy has to use the Cole behind Finzi. Keep him alive. Sile this time gets caught. Happy was able to get on it. And a much better engage here for Iceland. And the key difference, Finzi stayed alive.
Bro,
yeah,
he's comms, like, not comms, but the casting
is always going to be a good thing. They tried to, Sweden did, hold down the forts with
pretty good.
It's just simply not enough. I think Sweden's pretty happy with this, though, at 67% coming in. Iceland can really win this next fight, but it's all about aggression. It's all about timing. Can Hafigol hit a good EMP?
They need to get Sile down in part with the EMP before the transcendence.
He doesn't have his translocator down.
Look at Sile. Look at where Happy is on the EMP. So step number 1. Here's the EMP. How's it going to be set up? Happy under a little bit of pressure. Krizzy nearly falls. That would have been huge. And Krizzy does fall. Krizzy still can't get away. Now Futhark has to drop the beat under pressure. Transcendence comes out as EMP comes out. This is a really good engage for Sweden, but as I say that, Finzi.
Nice, come on!
Gonna be enough. Now the fight breaking down, getting a little bit scrappy.
No, they can't bring it back.
Ryan and Finzi out of the fight,
Fuck, bro.
Sweden can just kind of be tanky on the point. What's gonna kill Theo here?
Come on, Futhark, stall that shit.
Boop, but Theo's gonna be
stall that shit, Futhark.
So Lucio just kind of get both supports out here.
You just look at Theo back and it's like, this Orisa isn't going to die. Nothing is left.
One-person EMP? That wasn't a one-person EMP. The Orisa and the Zen were right there, and the Zen had a Transcendence to...
No, I think you had it done
for the EMP. That's worth.
Getting the Zen there in that fight before it happened was going to be so important. And it used to be the case where Sombra would just hunt down Zen and even solo EMP that, because Zen just like, so much shields that it's such an easy kill. Too slow to find that Zen, to find the right fight, and that's why Iceland is now one fight away from losing this first stage.
Step number 1 here, they have to get onto that point. They're going to open with the Cole. Last Cole engagement per L. Futhark under a whole lot of pressure. Futhark goes down. Sparker finishes off with the dynamite, and they can't stay on the point.
Okay, let's see this.
You kind of talk about Hafikul's bad luck on this map, right? Of just, being magnetic to everything, hitting Happy. Well, I feel like you're going to get more of that here with, Sparker leg down shots on the Ashe.
Yeah, so Iceland picks this map a lot because they really trust in Orion's long-range hit scan. So Orion versus Sparker is also...
This is Iceland's best map. Let's see it.
I like this from Sweden. Running the Mercy with the Ashe, I think boosted Ashe or boosted Widow is something that's really, really good right now, and you don't see it as much. I think this makes a lot of sense when you're trying to go for long range. And what do you do as your Orion right now versus Sparker? Like, this is horrible if you're Orion trying to do this matchup. Anyone that's been in this situation, they don't like it. However, that being said, just hit the head, as it turns out, after Theo just immediately dies. Not the best engage.
Yeah, Mercy's a damage amplifier, but also hitting headshots is a damage amplifier, and Orion gets the best of it right there. A really good opening salvo for Iceland because they're able to just kind of sit out here and chill. And yeah, I agree with you. I think we've seen too little of the Mercy damage boost on hit scan, but now bringing it back.
Yeah, and I mean, with Widow's damage getting hit, I think you're going to see it more. And Sparker this time finds Crizzy, where, again, damage boosted Ashe is no joke. Despite what happened in the first fight, I stand by everything I said. I think that this is going to be a really tough matchup. Oh boy, you talk about Cappy's bad luck, Hex. Exhibit A.
Oh, that was just that was good by Kevster.
Genji from long term, like I hate so much of Genji's kit, like the dash and the deflex, but to just get like a long range.
Bro, that was good by Kevster. That like shot. Jake from State Farm pretty much said get this on my friend as well earlier.
Sweden pushing forward.
And now Sparker is hitting the groove here, landing good shots. And again, the Mercy at his back pretty much the entire time. Makes it difficult, gets away from the bomb.
He gets the Mercy, but...
Oh, man, the Mercy wasn't able to get away from the bomb. Doesn't matter, though. Kevster got to the back.
No, Kevster's rolling. Kevster's rolling right now.
And don't get Kevster's rolling as Sweden gets point A relatively quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Genji is a hero that can just take over matches, and Kevster's got such a good Genji. I think it used to be his...
Take care, my friend. Have a good day at work, man.
Even in the
I'll probably be live when you come back.
Kevster had a picture taken of him.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he used to just be a Genji portrait, so obviously playing to the hero, but it's such a snowbally hero, such momentum going to, and also, like, it's really good at trying to take this high ground.
All right, well, Nanoblade is certainly going to be in the cards here. Sparker finds Orion early, and, you know, not for Sweden.
No, bro, what's going on? What's going on?
With 2. Yeah, I was going to say Nanoblade's in the cards, but you get both DPS down like that, you know, do you really need to right now?
I can't watch this, chat.
You can wait.
No, Valkyrie's popped to keep everyone alive. Valkyrie's not like the greatest of ultimates anyway, so not a huge deal. And, you know, Sweden just pushing forward without ultimates. Theomatic in trouble.
Also, Sparker is just continually punishing Orion with the beam at his back the entire way through. Theomatic down here, though, means Kevster's going to go in. Nanoblade active, on the prowl, gets Futhark. Looking for more, still has time. 2 seconds left, 1 more slash, 2 more slashes maybe? Nope. But it goes in for Finzi. Still heavy pressure on the Finzi here. Kevster at the back, Sparker at the front. Kevster needing a little bit of healing. 40 HP in a Dream, gets healed right back up. And you got Theomatic on the ball swap here just for the extra pressure.
Make it rain, yo. Take some Monopoly money, bro. Show me that
Eisen has ball on the point, so it's not completely terrible. Kevster is very
nice.
low. They might just hold. They're going to hold this. I think they're going to hold this.
Yeah.
Nice. Cafe. Pretty best of 100 bits. No.
As I think Sweden
I did not want to roll.
Finzi was able to stay alive for a while. Definitely made it tough.
And this is a really tough spot to like have to re-engage as the offense. Obviously, Theomatic is doing something different. He's way in the back. They're probably going to make a call on that because trying to get to the shuttle is always a thing. You need to take shuttle control, otherwise you're just going to get damage rained upon you.
Also, Swap Style goes over to the
Oh no! What's happening over here?
Was in
What's
the back
happening?
long enough to come in sneakily. Got Futhark. Now sets up the 5v4 for Sweden. On
He's
the way
better than that, chat. He's better than that.
Comes out. Bomb doesn't hit anything. Max is gonna go over. Happy, lucky to live. 7 HP in a Dream. Kevster coming in over the top. Is it gonna be enough? Happy came back in, finishes off Theo, and Iceland being surprisingly durable here. Hex, like Sweden's lost enough that it's reset time.
Yeah, they have to go back. You can't fight this with 3. You know, as far as like Happy like completely whiffing that pulse bomb earlier, but he does come back and gets the ball at the end of the day. So I think Sweden is probably just taking this a little bit slower. You don't want to lose anyone early, obviously. Theomatic can come in and harass because Ball has such great survivability, but you're banking on Nanoblade.
Yeah, it's all about Nanoblade Part 2 here. Sweden, the ults all come online. Now you gotta look towards Kevster here. Kevster has the Nano. Here comes the Blade. Slices through, finds Orion. They lose on at the same time, though, so it needs to be big. Kevster with 2. It's gonna be 3. Gets 3. It's not gonna be enough for Sweden here. They're down 1 so far. Finzi still alive on point. Drops the bomb. Bomb isn't gonna get anything, and that is enough. Sweden
should do it.
Gets point B. 2.5 minutes left to go. Not the worst amount of time.
I mean, if you're Iceland, you know, like the clock is just ticking there, right? Like they have an Ana, they have a Genji. Like it doesn't take a genius to figure out what is going to happen for their next fight. So they figure that one out. Also, Sparker has been getting a lot of value here. Maybe a bobbin so they can take this corner. The corner is so crucial in this last push.
Sparker, though, having to play this at least on an even level. You haven't seen Sparker just filling up the kill feed since the swap off the Mercy. But, you know, the rest of Sweden benefiting from Kirko being there. And Orion gets Sparker and says, nope, that's a fair fight. How does it feel? No res available, no beam at your back. So, good exchange there from Orion. 1:50 left to go. And Sweden has to slow play this a bit here, Hex. Maybe Kevster finds something, but no. Kevster only finds a spawn room. That's what Kevster finds.
First, right there. Yeah, Sweden has to back up here. I agree with your sentiment that they should be slow playing, largely because like I think like your next fight should again be a nano.
Okay, this is good, chat. This is good. This is good. This is good.
There's not a great engagement.
A minute
otherwise. I mean,
20.
Bob can engage. Maybe,
a lot can happen in a minute.
Your best play is.
This is good.
That's what you're playing.
Yeah, it's Nanoblade or Sparker gets a pick, and then you just go aggressive because you have the time. Like, those are the two things you're looking for here in Sweden. Half the cooldown. False bomb ready. Pressure into the back. Takes down Sparker with the aid of Finzi. Gets slept, but...
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Here, job was done. Sweden's push is ruined.
Oh, he's not dead. Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, so what you really want... A couple of pullbacks right there. Like, this is kind of still scrappy. They're still in it.
Yeah, I mean, one of those is happy who's probably going to go down from the sleep and will be back here soon. Finzi, though, can't go down. Oh,
no, no,
the DMAC on the Finzi now gives Sweden the opportunity to go through. That's the one person that couldn't have that happen. Maybe Finzi will get back in the back, but this is going to be tough.
What's up, Emmy?
Yeah, so Kitsune's got to go dead center, then you send Bob right in, and now you wait, and the closing ultimate
nice!
should be
Finzi!
Yeah, that was Pilot Diva coming on in. Sweden, though, trying to make the most of it. Kevster got 2. Nanoblade gonna be in the wings soon-ish, but honestly,
nice, Iceland.
Left 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those things where Sweden won't have the best positioning. They're gonna throw in Kevster and go, hey, go use the Nanoblade. And you know, with how good Futhark has been, that's not a guarantee. The sleep could ruin everything here for Sweden.
One fight, one micro battle. Gotta happen now.
Okay, chat. Here's the nano
The
blade.
nano's on the Kevster. Kevster pulls out the blade. Where's the sleep? No! Does not connect.
Wait.
Kevster going to the back. It's hit by the bio, though. Not super healthy. Gets 1. They needed more from that, though. Iceland keeps it even. Theomatic about to get DMAC'd on the point. Drops self-destruct. Might be able to get back.
Nice! Dodge by Finzi. It was hacked before.
Iceland trading up fairly evenly here still. Finzi, though.
Oh no, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Don't see 9, don't see 9.
Finzi desperately trying to get back in the back, not gonna happen as Sweden keeps up the pressure on point. Orion's back over, can Orion find anything? No! And that's gonna be an overtime cap here for Sweden.
A little bit longer than they would have liked. They had a really nice window there where I thought like you could have thrown some stuff in, and what you really want in that last point.
Yeah, they got it in overtime, but still, even if you cap it in overtime, chat, you're like you would rather stop them there.
Then you throw in the Bob like on the back.
It is winnable, but
and then if you end up throwing
this
in
only means Iceland has to fully cap now.
It gets ridiculous, but I don't know. Am I wrong in thinking like that's good for Iceland? Like that was a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I mean, I'd say a good defense for Gibraltar is probably holding before last because you're not guaranteed. But given the amount of time Sweden had in getting there, it was still pretty decent from Iceland. I also think the composition Sweden was playing just inherently made it that they got less quality fights because. You know, the reality is when you're running against
right off.
A lot of Genji's power as a hero is baked into the fact that Dragon Blade is good.
What the fuck is this?
Like Nano, right?
You can't hide. So you can't fight. The J3 curse is burning bright.
You're basically hostage to the fact that you don't get a good team fight until Nano Blade is active.
It's a good cleanup hero, like we saw earlier, like 3K in a row. Like you know, dash and dash resets are good, but yeah, essentially you're right. Like it's Blade Bot 5000. Like you're waiting for the blade. Like that is the big value for that hero. Sweden on the defense.
They're back on the boosting.
Oh, they're gonna need to get off Widow.
So
remember the Widow pick? The Widow pick did not do much.
I also like Mercy in situations where a team is running a pick hero, just because you really limit the effectiveness and just. You know, it feels bad as Widow or Hanzo where you get a pick and then you just see the res come back up after, right? Like, I think that this
I think seeing a res always feels bad. I always feel bad when I allow res.
Quick pick off on the Theo, though. Theo didn't get the heals they needed, and yeah, that's going to put Sweden back. I think it's far enough back that Theo might be able to get back in the mech, but there is a window here for Iceland to be just more aggressive and, you know, add on to their, you know, short-term lead.
I mean, that's been the one fault, though, with Iceland, is that they've not been able to be aggressive. They don't have the kill switch.
However, the Suzu is right there. It's like Big Bio, meet Suzu. Just erase all that. Sparker here in the back, looking for heads. Theomatic, Kevster both down, so it really does come down to Sparker to find something really in the next moment to equalize, or this point will go directly to Iceland. Futhar, big pick for Sparker. Now, though, you got to touch the point. You got to hit the point. Doesn't happen. Neither Sparker nor the Mercy able to get down to the point, and that's a very quick point A take here for Iceland.
Finzi with a really good job of isolating the duo that was still up top. They were the only threat still
Good
left.
shit. 5 minutes. 5 minutes for the second phase, chat.
Push the cart to fruition. Kind of a scrappy fight. Like, this is the most important fight.
Yeah, I mean, the upside here for Sweden is that they lost point A so decisively that they get to be fully set up here at the beginning of point B. Iceland gets no freebies into point B. But for Sweden,
wait.
A little bit cold here. You need Sparker to hit something, or Kevster to land the bomb. Either way, something needs to happen. Sparker gets Crizzy, but falls in turn. Rez is going to be there, though. You got to kill Sparker twice, and that's the benefit to what Sweden's running.
Yeah, that's brutal. They're bringing Sparker back, and
matter
this
is,
should be
then ignore it. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm not trying.
And now Iceland really has to figure out like what they want to do on their
Wild, the
next
Prince of 7 months.
Sights are going to come on. I don't.
Kevster's down. Kevster got caught really early, so that's step one. Step two, deal with Sparker. The bomb comes out, gets rid of the Mercy. Nearly was a 2K with Sparker involved. Big bomb from Happy. Sparker, though, doesn't get the chance to drop bomb. Just gets mowed over by Finzi.
Nice! Come on, Iceland!
Finzi loves this map.
Come on,
Finzi has played
Iceland!
his best on this map for sure. It has looked really good. And Iceland really just capitalizing on all their check marks. Like, every ultimate that they've used has gotten huge value.
Kitsune out from style as Sweden tries to get a recontest going on B. Sparker just has Finzi in his face. Yeah, I'm buying your theory here. Finzi goes in with the nano. Sile gets caught, and Finzi still chases down the support line as Iceland nearly gets
they kept this. They kept this.
Point nice, B. They're going to get it.
5
minutes.
5 minutes. I hope they cap, bro. I hope they cap.
This is a speed run for Sweden.
Well, you think of the 4 matches before that we casted yesterday of Iceland. Didn't say Finzi's name at all. Like, we know Finzi, like, you know, a long-term player, like, you know, a vet. But yesterday was like Finzi highlight reel. Like, this does seem like a map that really Finzi has figured out on Diva.
It has been good so far. Also, you do have the swap for Sweden. No more Mercy. Now, Sile on to the Kiriko. Sparker, again, going to have to play on an equal playing field. Happy, under heavy pressure, going for Sparker. Sparker super low. Is Happy able to finish it? Happy gets it and forces out the panic bomb at the same time.
Nice, Crizzy.
2 down for Sweden as Iceland
Finzi.
keeps the pressure up. Really strong stuff, Theomatic. Gonna remech here, and Sweden is looking drained on ulti X. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's nothing but Iceland just dominating.
Totally correct. They just burned through all of their economy right there, and even making some switches. They got no value out of their ultimates. They tried to bust everything. That is a huge pick, though.
That's a big pick. That's a big pick right there.
Nice!
Oh, he got 2! He got 2!
My goodness, that is
momentum. But they're gonna lose the fight. They're gonna lose the fight.
Dashing around the resets, giving a little bit of stability for Sweden at the end. That's tough, though. Iceland only needs one more fight. 3.5 minutes left to go. They can play this slow and do a little bit of banking here, Hex, and still win.
Relatively even trades, but those trades are always going to be in favor of the defense just based on the spawn. Yeah, so you nano Finzi here and try to bank up because you have no DPS ults.
That's a wasted nano. Feels bad, man.
On the Finzi, and probably one of the most terrifying things that can happen right now from what we've seen in this round. But overall, it's a fairly, low-key nano. Not much happens of it. Orion gets caught. Theomatic, pretty good dive into the backline. Gets hit with the bio, but no fall through.
Chat. There's only 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes now. Under 3 minutes now, chat.
Coordinated to this push. Futhark down, and yeah, that's gonna be a full reset.
Yeah.
And just good on Theo, getting some value in the back.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when you nano your tank, like Finzi right there, like it's kind of signaling to the team that
B Valentine, pretty sure that's at 23 months.
So you can counter dive really easily. So it ends up coming down to which support line can peel better for each other and stay alive through the dive. And pretty much Sweden just like went in. They're like, well, Finzi's coming in. He's nanoed. So obviously Theo goes to the back line, and Theo just made it work better.
This might be the naked blade, as you call it here. No nano up. Kevster hang on to blade would be a long hold to wait for the nano.
Don't
but
even need it.
Yeah,
Primal's
doesn't
up.
need it here. 2 go down immediately. So, yeah. It's worth noting here, Iceland had a ton of time getting into this point. Like, nearly 5 minutes. They've burned through most of it.
Yeah, it was still 2 minutes, though. It's still pretty solid. That's how good their offense is.
It's stalled a lot here on point C, and could be very aggressive here.
Fuck, they have EMP. They're probably gonna EMP. Oh, nice, they're out.
Checking going on. Sparker didn't like any of that. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna go back. Be bad if I get caught here.
Yeah, I think Sweden actually in this point it's kind of a defensive EMP. You just wait. It's one of the very few times I would recommend team to
He comes down. Kevster's immediately there. No blade required.
Nice, Happy.
Dashes on through. And that's huge. That is a very economical fight coming in from Sweden.
Bro.
Now only a minute left to go, and they're gonna have Nano Blade Hex for that all-important fight.
It's one of the small combos you don't think about, but like I'm pretty sure they hit a big anti before Kevster went in, and like if you're anti-healed and a Genji is getting dash resets, you're in
Sweden
trouble.
is gonna have Nano Blade
it's one of those
Rush,
small
bro.
things of, like, not necessarily
There's 1 minute
combo,
left.
but just
Iceland's
using
gonna have
ability
4 ults,
combos
4 ults.
works so well.
Here we go. 45 seconds left. Taffy gets caught. Theo on the punish. Now they have to. Well, they have enough time. They can reset. It's 40 seconds.
Did they use Blade? No, they didn't. They only used Rush. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh no, it's last fight. Nano Blade Winston.
Exchange.
No, it's not terrible. I think, well, Finzi just used, I think just use self-destruct.
Yeah.
What you would like to do is get a spot on the ledge to get Orion set up, so that Orion can get the bob in, and you can
Nano Blade.
get your Ash up there.
Kevster goes in, just cuts him on up. 3 for Kevster before you can even blink. And that might have been the death knell. 5 seconds left here for Iceland. I don't know what they're going to have to do to delay here, but it's going to require a miracle. Overtime in progress. Sweden looking very strong. Bomb comes out. Kevster just jumps away.
And the EMP.
EMP out.
And
the finish
EMP
is there. And Sweden going to hold Iceland here on their map pick.
Damn,
a massive hold.
bro.